Hello, welcome to Tech to Tech presented by KYZEN, where we will explore common cleaning questions and answers. Let's get started. I would like to introduce KYZEN's own Beth Bivens.
Well, thank you, William. And what you will be watching in the video that follows is the instructions for how to do acid testing on the solvent in your vacuum degreaser. The kit that you will see in the video is for METALNOX M6386, but the exact same procedure also works for M6381. So why is it important to test for acid? As you're cleaning soils and as water is introduced into the system from opening and closing the door to the work chamber, some acids can build up in the water separator and can circulate throughout the system, which can cause pump failures and corrosion and other things that you do not want because it's very expensive to replace parts of the vacuum degreaser. So what you will see next is a step-by-step tutorial on how to do the acid testing. So to do the acid test, you need the procedure, a pair of tweezers, a little bottle of the Booster 86, the pH strips, a 225 milliliter bottle, and 0.01 normal sodium hydroxide. So you pull a sample of 6386 from your machine. Normally it's from the cleanest tank. And you'll need some water. Then you take the sodium hydroxide, and by the way, all of these materials are included in the acid kit that you get from KYZEN. So you will pour 25 milliliters of 0.01 normal sodium hydroxide into the bottle. Then another 50 milliliters up to the 75 milliliter mark. And then we needed to add a little more. And then you add water up to 225 milliliters. And after you do all this, the next step is very important. So place the lid on the bottle and shake it vigorously for 20 seconds because the water is what's extracting the acid from the solvent. Then you take off the cap. You insert a pH test strip into the bottle. Starts out yellow. And you put that in and you shake it up for 20 seconds. And what you want to see is either green or blue when you pull the strip back out of the bottle. So as you can see, it's yellow or orangish yellow, which means that there's acid in the water. So next, after you determine that you need to add booster, you take the little bottle of Booster 86 and you add it 1 drop at a time to the bottle. So the first time you're going to add 1 drop and 1 drop only. And then place the lid back on the bottle, shake it up for 20 seconds. Remove the lid and repeat. So you put another test strip into the bottle, you shake it up again as soon as it goes in. And it's still yellow. So you add another drop of Booster 86 and you keep repeating that process until the paper, the test strip comes out and the little indicator is either green or blue. And as you can see, this one is green. So you want to be sure to keep track of the number of drops that you added And then you will refer to the chart that's attached to the procedure on the second page. And let's assume that we added 6 drops of booster 86 and that your tank, your total system volume, all the tanks plus the distillation tank is 250 gallons. So you would refer to the chart, and if you add 6 drops to a 250 gallon system, you're going to add 96 ounces of booster 86. Or if you prefer liters, that would be 2.7 liters. Thanks for your time today, for paying attention to this video. The only thing I wanted to reiterate is that it's very important that you shake the bottle with the solvent, sodium hydroxide and water in it before you put a test strip in, because if you don't do that, it will skew the results and you might end up adding too much booster or not enough. So that's about it. And if you ever have questions or need assistance, you can feel free to contact KYZEN either by phone or by email. Thank you very much.